The Market Action Index compares the rate of sales to inventory and tells us the extent to which we have a buyer's or a seller's market. Below 30 out of 100, it's considered to have a buyer's market. And right now we're hovering at 55 versus 53 from last month. And that's because some of the inventory got absorbed over the last month at a higher rate. Now, what I found really interesting over the last month and a half or so is selling something or buying something off market versus on the market. Now here the implication will be different if you're a buyer or a seller. So let's talk about the list side first. From a listing perspective, it tends to net more money very frequently right now than if somebody was to sell a property on the market. And I have been throughout my career a complete believer in the more exposure, the higher the net sales price to the seller. But I'm finding just the way the buyer psychology has worked out in the last month and a half or so, I'm finding that the off-market listings actually sell for a little bit more than they potentially could on the market. Really, really interesting, something to watch. Now, and in addition to that, buyers off market are willing to tolerate a much larger gap between the list price that they see for a property and the final sales price at which the home is sold. That gap, depending on the area, they can tolerate hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, on the market, depending again on the property type and location, we either see transparent pricing or slightly, buyers are paying a little bit more than the list price, but not 10-20%. For move-up buyers, for example, the list for those type of properties, the list price is actually a little bit high, and we tend to see a price reduction. It's expected. That's what buyers expect. That's what realtors do when listing. Now, on versus off-market properties. On the buy side, it's good to know what inventory is coming up, because maybe that property won't sell and maybe they will end up going on the market thinking they can get more money or whatnot. So if you're a buyer, inventory is still low. We have a chronic shortage of inventory in Bay Area. And if a buyer is thinking, I love this house over here, it's almost perfect, like I kind of want it. If you know that there's another one next to it that's coming up, maybe it will impact your decision to buy this other house or not. So it's just inventory. But right now, more than ever, we have to be really, really careful of market listings on the buy side, not to overpay. At least when somebody's working with me. I don't want my buyers to overpay, and the strategy for listings is very different. There we want to make sure that we net you the most amount of money. We never want to leave anything on the table. Thank you so much for watching. I'll keep you posted, and I'm always here to help you create a better life through real estate. See you next time.